Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Kelvin back with another movie review. This one is for Get Out. Get Out has been really highly anticipated. It's a new horror film that's written and directed by Jordan Peele from Key and Peele fame. The movie stars Allison Williams, Bradley Whitford, Catherine Keenan, and David Kaluuya. Yeah, I'm sorry if I got the name wrong. But the movie is basically about a interracial couple going to take a trip to see the parents of the daughter who is Caucasian. And while they're on this trip, they're starting to see things are not really what they seem to be, especially for the black people that they do see at this particular home. Like, just like with I Am Not Your Negro, this movie deals with race. But it deals with race in a very unconventional way because it deals with race in a horror film. And that's never happened before. It's the only thing, maybe Night of the Living Dead, but I don't think it was much more about race in Night of the Living Dead than it is in Get Out. I think Jordan Peele has created a masterpiece. This movie from beginning to end has your attention. This movie from beginning to end, every actor in this movie was phenomenal. And I do have to mention another actor and another name in this movie, Lil Rel, who is a Chicago, and I'm from Chicago, so I gotta shout out another Chicago brethren. Lil Rel provides some, if not, just not some, but all of the best laughs in this movie. And I think that works because I think with all of the racial issues that was discussed in this movie, I think you really did need some humor in the movie, and Lil Rel really does provide that humor for the movie. Like I said before, this movie from beginning to end has your attention. And it, like I said, it deals with race in a horror movie setting. It does have a little bit of the whole guess who's coming home to dinner kind of vibe mixed with a little bit of the Stepford Wives. And it has a lot of Twilight Zone. And the one thing about Twilight Zone and in this movie is it's very psychological. It's not the usual horror movie trope, even though there is some of it in it, like the little jump scares, people walking in the back, that type of stuff. But what this movie makes you do is think. It's very psychological. It's very nuanced, but it sets the tone because it does feel like a horror movie, but you know it's not a Michael Myers type of or Freddy Krueger type of horror movie. This movie worked on every single level. I know it's really early, but I could possibly say right now, I would say I'm Not Your Negro and Get Out are my favorite movies so far right now. These two movies had to deal with a very scary issue about race. Jordan Peele, I take my hat off to you because you did such an amazing job writing and directing this movie. I hope David Kaluuya gets more roles. I hope Lil Rel gets more roles. And I hope that Jordan Peele gets more writing and directing jobs. Please do another horror movie. Do whatever movie that you want to do, Jordan. You deserve it. It's a phenomenal film. You guys tell us what you think. If you saw the film as well, you can hit us up on Facebook at We Do Movies. You can also see our reviews on the movie page on Facebook as well as YouTube. And until then, we'll see you next time. Peace.